Wendy's Pretzel Bacon Pub Cheeseburger is back. A flavor spectacle of pretzel proportion. Featuring applewood smoked bacon and hot and juicy beef. It puts beer cheese on top of Munster cheese and a pretzel bun on top of all that. Simply put, Wendy's Pretzel Pub puts the EAT in greatness. Try one today and see for yourself. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's Pretzel Bacon Pub Cheeseburger.
For a limited time only at participating Wendy's.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your driver's license is important so you can get back and forth to work, get your kids to school, and back and forth to daycare. If your license has been suspended because you can't pay your tickets, you can't do any of those things. Let's talk about Chapter 13 bankruptcy. You may have heard the tickets cannot be discharged, but they can be dealt with in a Chapter 13 case. Why not come in for a free consultation? The chapter you choose will make all the difference to your getting back, legally, on the road. Let's design a plan to pay off your tickets and restore your license immediately. I'm attorney Travis Gagne. Please contact me today at ChooseTheRightChapter.com. That's ChooseTheRightChapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. If you haven't heard, man, we got some new apparel for you. You want to look good? You got to get this T-shirt.
It's beautiful.
Oh, I don't have the words for it. See what I did there? Yeah. But you may.
Here I am trying to think of a 5-letter word that would describe how beautiful it is.
Yeah. Gorge.
Sexies.
Yeah. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah. Good one, Vicky.
There she goes. She knows what's up. She's the Wordle champion.
This is why I suck at Wordle.
Why is this so hard?
Right?
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Fancy.
Oh, F-A-N. See why?
Fancy.
Yeah.
It's a treat.
That's 5.
Adorb.
Oh, yeah.
Adorb. I'm not sure.
Is it more like adorbs?
Yeah, I think adorbs.
I don't even want to say that. I hope I never say that word again.
Just
Sorry.
did.
I'm never going to say it again.
So what are we talking about? It's the BJ and Migs Wordle shirt. It's adorb.
This is selling tons of shirts.
Yeah. It's a cool looking shirt, actually. If you like the show, you like Wordle, and you like black, well, it's everything, all of that. And 5 words or so, letters, things. Hey, go to KISW.com. Get the BJ and Migs Wordle shirt today.
Let's play Beat Migs. It's time to play the game.
Yeah.
Scream his name. Beat Migs. Don't be a loser. Whoa. Beat Migs. You're a loser.
It is time for Beat Migs, but it's Wednesday, so let's do some whacking instead.
Let me see everybody do their Mr. Wacky then.
All right.
Whack it.
And Steve was Mr. Wacky earlier. Yeah, that was a cheat.
Well, it wasn't a cheat. He answered more questions correctly than the opponent. That's
Damn
not cheating.
straight. You still can do that and cheat. But,
Well,
and it's probably
Do
wasn't.
I look like a Houston Astro?
Yeah.
I didn't hear any trash cans banging.
No, that's
true.
right. But I'm sure he's got a buzzer somewhere on his body.
No, usually Danny will bang my cans and then
Oh!
something wrong.
Wow.
Yeah.
So,
a lot of levels on that one.
Let's get to our contestant today. We got Jesse in Sumner. Jesse, are you there?
I'm here.
Hi, Jesse.
All right, Steve, get out of here. Goodbye. For those playing at home, Jesse will have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. Jesse, you can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
In what decade were Reese's Peanut Butter Cups first introduced to the U.S. market?
70s.
No.
80s.
No.
60s.
No. What continent was the original home of the red tomato?
North America?
No.
Europe?
No.
Oh.
South America?
Yes. Nice. What newspaper does Clark Kent work for?
Oh, New York Post?
No.
New York Times?
No.
Pass.
What vegetable comes in iceberg and romaine varieties?
Lettuce?
Yes. According to the first Austin Powers movie, what is Austin's middle name?
Pass.
The Today Show airs on what network?
NBC.
Yes.
ABC.
Sean Yu was the antagonist of which 1998 Disney animated film?
Who?
Sean Yu.
Mulan.
Yeah!
All right, that's something.
And Jesse gets 4 correct.
Woo, Jesse! Look at that.
Came back strong at the end there.
Hey, tell Steve it's my birthday and he has to do Marge voice.
Oh, yeah!
Oh, wait. I'll let you tell him in a minute when he puts on his headphones.
Okay,
What
okay.
What should
Steve's
Steve
back.
do?
Jesse, go ahead and say.
He's here,
Okay,
Jesse.
Steve, it's my birthday. You got to do Marge voice.
Oh gosh. Okay. I just try to do it, and I'm like, thanks, homie. All right. I think I can do it. Before I do that, can I give a quick shout out? Though?
Yes,
'Cause I don't know
yes,
if I can, once I start doing Marge, I can't stop
won't
doing.
recover, yeah.
And then Homer gets mad. It's weird. But I want to give a shout out to John Osowski. John is the guy with the 3D printer that we talked about. You remember he texted in saying he's learning how to be a 3D printer, and I said, John, it'd be awesome if you made me some brass knuckles with MIGs written on it. And sure as that's in the mail today, BJ. Not one.
Wow.
Not 2.
Look at those.
Actually 2.
Actually, there is 2.
There are 2, but good job, Matt.
Give it out a shout.
You're so stoked.
2 sets of 3D brass knuckles, and they both say MIGs on the knuckles.
That is so amazing.
And they're way cooler than I thought they were going to be.
Well, you're ready to go mess people up.
I mean, in a pretend world, because, I mean, they're not real metal.
Yeah, they're plastic,
Yeah.
but I mean, hey, they're still probably dangerous.
They would hurt.
It would still hurt more than my knuckles, probably.
That's for sure.
I'd assume.
Yeah, it'll probably keep your knuckles safe, too,
It might
when you're
break,
punching
though.
people.
I don't want to break them because I only have 2 of them.
That's true.
Not 1, not 2, but 2.
Keep them with you for that melee combat.
That's amazing, man. Props
Yep.
to John O on that one,
Yeah,
dude.
Thanks,
John O
John.
from Sumner, you are the man.
Nice. Now you got it. There you go.
Oh, homie. Okay, I think I can do it.
Are you ready?
Oh, yeah.
In what decade were Reese's Peanut Butter Cups first introduced to the U.S. market?
I'd say 50s.
No.
60s.
No.
30s.
No. What continent was the original home of the red tomato?
Italy.
No.
France.
No.
Russia.
No. What newspaper does Clark Kent work for?
Daily Planet.
Yes. What vegetable comes in iceberg and romaine varieties?
Lettuce.
Yes. According to the first Austin Powers movie, what is Austin's middle name?
Powers.
No.
Super.
No.
Homie.
No. The Today Show airs on what network?
NBC.
Yes. Sean Yu is the antagonist of which 1998 Disney animated film?
Sleeping Beauty.
No.
Little Mermaid.
No.
Lion King.
No. What is the nationality of the first woman in space?
Russian.
Yes. What is the Japanese alcoholic drink sake made from?
Rice.
Yes. What letter in the alphabet is the only one with more than 1 syllable?
W, homie.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You win.
Yes.
6-4. Congratulations, Marge. Simpson.
Sorry, Jesse.
Oh, good game, Marge.
That hurt.
And happy birthday, Jesse.
Thank you.
Can we ask what age?
You can ask.
34.
Nice.
Oh, there we go.
Dirty 34.
Sure, why not?
Do you have big plans today?
Oh, I'm just working and then hanging out with the hubby.
Oh, very
I hope he gets you an awesome dinner or something.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
I don't feel like that
Oh,
was...
he will.
Yeah.
That was not the first thought there.
What kind of dinner are we talking?
Oh, probably just the little diner in Sumner with the burgers and shakes.
Oh, that's cool. Nice. Eating out for the birthday.
Well, if you run into Jonathan from Sumner, tell him I said hi and thanks for the brass knuckles.
I will look for him.
Yeah, because we know there's only like 3 people that live in Sumner.
With the nice shakes.
I know. I want some shakes now.
Oh, have a great birthday dinner tonight, Jesse.
Thank you. You guys are awesome.
And stop by Electric Coffee.
yeah?
You're
Oh, they're in there?
Yeah, it's a good coffee. That's
Nice,
all. That's the
nice.
gift I give to you. It's a good tasting coffee.
Okay, Electric Coffee in Sumner.
That you have to pay for.
Well, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, to say it's your birthday, maybe something will happen. I don't think so. Sean Yu was the antagonist of the Disney movie Mulan.
Come on, Steve.
Yeah.
You got a kid now. You should know these things.
Well, you can watch it eventually. It's probably on Disney Plus. The decade that the Reese's Peanut Butter Cups were first introduced to the U.S. market.
I would be guessing, well, Steve said 30, so I would be guessing 40s.
A little bit earlier than that.
Really?
Yes. The 20s.
Wow, they've been around that long.
1928.
Good for Reese's.
Right? South America was the continent, not country, that the original home of the red tomato.
Come on, Steve.
What is Austin Powers' middle name?
I can't remember.
Danger.
Danger is my middle name.
God, come on, I should know that.
Yeah, cheesy joke, but it's always funny.
Oh, damn it.
And congratulations, Steve, on your win and your brass knuckles.
I am so mad at myself. See, that's the question I would lose $1 million on, is that danger. Because, of course, I know that. All right, fine. You know what time it is? Yeah. Good. All right, it's time for listeners on the loose. Oh, is it homie time?
It's homie time.
You pick the topic. You guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. You can also text us at 77999. Listeners on the loose. We'll take your calls. We'll take your texts at 917 on the Rock.
Wendy's Pretzel Bacon Pub Cheeseburger is back. A flavor spectacle of pretzel proportion. Featuring applewood smoked bacon and hot and juicy beef. It puts beer cheese on top of Munster cheese and a pretzel bun on top of all that. Simply put, Wendy's Pretzel Pub puts the EAT in greatness. Try one today and see for yourself. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's Pretzel Bacon Pub Cheeseburger.
For a limited time only at participating Wendy's.
Hey, you got something to say? I got something to say. They're wild, rabid, and on the loose. This is Listeners on the Loose.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. It's Listeners on the Loose. Brought to you by Puget Law Group. Listeners on the Loose, where you pick the topic, you guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Just be sure that when you call in, you follow Steve's rule.
It's a simple rule, BJ, and it's to show some energy and bring it. Otherwise, we're going to have to gong ya. And then say goodbye to you.
Goodbye, old friend.
206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Well, I can't believe it, Steve. We're getting infected and infested by people from New Mexico. This is Albuquerque
This
people.
is amazing.
Wow.
What was it? The one, was it a vampire or a gremlin, somebody in, and then they all start coming in?
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, that's it.
Wow. What's the saying?
It's a vampire or a gremlin.
An ant? I don't even know.
Yeah.
Cockroach?
Pest? I don't know.
Yeah, once you welcome the vampire in, then he gets to come
Yeah.
in. But he can't
Oh.
come in until you actually welcome
All
him.
right, I got to go back to the drawing board on that.
But we've got Riley. Hi, Riley. You are on the Rock.
Hey guys, how y'all doing this morning?
Not too bad, Riley. You listening on the app, the Odyssey app, I imagine?
Yeah, listening on the app. That's how I always get my fixes. You guys in the men's room down here.
All right.
AUDACY Odyssey.
Before we move any further, real quick, Dion's Pizza, yay or nay?
Dion, you guys asked me this last time. Dion's, absolutely yes.
Yeah.
No, Riley, we are going to keep asking
Until you
every
give us
time.
the right answer.
Oh, wow.
Okay? I don't think you realize how this works. It's not memory loss. It's coercion for a no. All right, Riley, what you got for us, buddy?
So you guys were talking earlier about the scam with the person who had the squatter in their house.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as I heard about this, it made me feel a little bit better. Because I felt really stupid for almost falling for the same scam. I almost became like the squatter person or whatever. So I'm not really sure if she's the one who's lying or not, because we were looking for a house to rent down here. And we found, it was absolutely perfect. It was almost too good to be true. Well, it turns out it was. It had a huge yard. It had a storage for our RV. And so we go to check it out. And it's vacant. There's no one there. It's got an awesome property, awesome yard for the dog. It's like in this cul-de-sac. It's kind of secluded. And we're looking through the windows, and the neighbor comes out and asks what we're doing. We said we found it for rent online. He goes, oh, no, that's my brother's place. Here, I'm not sure if he rented it out yet, but I'm going to give you his email. You just contact him directly. And so we contacted him. We're chatting back and forth. He says that he is in California taking care of his sick wife. And there were a couple of red flags looking back on it, but it's like we were just so drunk on the idea of getting in this house because we were living in a really terrible neighborhood in Albuquerque. Dan, I'm pretty sure you know this, the International District, known as the War Zone here.
Oh, yeah. I thought when you said a really terrible neighborhood called Albuquerque.
He's not wrong.
Pretty much.
I love that it's called the War Zone.
Yeah.
We live in a terrible neighborhood called New Mexico.
South of Central. Yeah, it's terrible.
So you guys
we
were like,
we were right in the middle of it.
So you guys are like,
So
what was the procedure like? Did you feel like it was legit? Was there paperwork and, first month, last month and all that, like what you normally do?
Well, we were going back and forth. He sent us a lease. He sent us a receipt to make a deposit and then information to send the deposit to. He said once he got the deposit, we send the keys to us or something. And it was just like, we sent him the 500 like a bunch of idiots. Like I said, we were just so excited.
Right.
And then he started saying things like, we did sign a lease agreement, like a regular, like what you would see for a rental property. And then he was like, okay, now once you send to me first and last month's rent, then I'll send you the keys. And it's like, that's not even weird. And then it started clicking. It's like, oh, baby, we just sent $500 to someone we've never even met before.
Yeah.
But we just kind of thought it was legit, too, because the guy's neighbor was like, yeah, he's my brother. I'll send you his information. And now we're chatting. And so I did some digging, and I went real PI, like, investigator with this because, I found out who this guy was. I found out his actual address. I found out when he bought the house. I found out his kids' names. I found out the information of the money we sent, to the account, belonged to some woman in a tattoo shop in Florida. Wow. I got her phone number, called her, and said, hey, I got a Daniel Cordova in New Mexico who had to send $500 to you. Can you explain why? And then she hung up on me and blocked my number.
Oh, boy.
Like, what? I was like, what is going on here? What is happening? So I called the guy, or I messaged him, and I said, hey, we're going to need to see your ID, a copy of your ID and a photo of you. And he said, hospital rules, they won't let me take a photo of myself, but here's my ID.
Seems believable.
And it was obviously a fake ID. It was so fake.
Did it say McLovin on it?
That's how he knew. It said McLovin. Damn.
Because the guy who actually owned the house was like an 80-year-old Hispanic guy, and the guy I ended up talking to on the phone was not him. And he, I told him.
So did you? Long story short, Riley. Did you get your money back?
No, we did not get it back. But,
Riley.
Yeah.
For $50, I'll go with my new 3D printed brass knuckles.
Yeah, there we go.
And I'll get you that money back.
Yeah.
I'll stop at that tattoo shop.
Yeah.
I'll swing by the other guy, Mr. Cardona, whatever his name was.
Yeah.
You're going to do a lot of traveling, though. Florida to California, back to New Mexico.
For only $50. Look at that.
$50 and flight taken care
There you go.
Yeah, good point. I can't get a flight for $50.
Well,
especially not today.
Man,
not
dude.
today.
Bunch of scammers, man. That's why I won't go to New Mexico.
Well, fair. But
I'm
on the
with you.
same token, though,
I don't trust Danny.
But I've dealt with people like that before, and then it ended up being legit. Not in terms of giving my money and blindly, but to where seemed really sketchy. And then all of a sudden it was just oh no, the landlord was just out of town and he used a third party company to get it. And it's all right.
Yeah, see, this is the thing, though. It's got to be a legit company. It's got to be somebody that has a brick and mortar, some sort of presence. Because my wife is like, you know what? We got to talk to people who could get the deals because the real deals don't come on the market. And I go, honey, the real deals from people that are behind a shed somewhere, the shady stuff. No, a lot of times it is, the real deal is, you got $500 you lost.
But there have been times where I got home improvement stuff or things with somebody, and I'm like, okay, I'll give you half of the deposit, half of the amount that's going to be, and then I give it to them, and they leave, and I'm like, what did I just do? And it always worked out fine. It's just some company. It's a guy that's just kind of doing his thing and getting by, and there's nothing shady about it, but after I handed it over, I'm like, I just gave this guy a check for $1,000. That could have been a bad call. I should have maybe
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's stuff
Then my wife would laugh at me because one time I made a check and I took a picture. I'm like, I have proof. And she's like, what is this proof going to do? You have a picture of the check. I'm like, I know, but I have a picture of the check.
Which, by the way, the bank will let you have because they give you pictures of your check when they give you.
I'm aware of that, BJ.
Yeah, you're doing a good job. Now, if you got a picture of the guy taking the check, that I think would have been a better move.
Hey, quick, let's get a selfie. I like getting selfies with people I give money to.
I agree. That's not a bad way to go. Let's get let's do the next thing.
You hear that Steve guy on the radio? He always wants to take pictures with his checks with me. It's weird.
It's funny you say that because I remember when I went to go get those Super Bowl tickets, I went to see the Seahawks in the Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah.
And it was such a process. And I was just so sketched on everything, even though it was a former player guy, but I was like, oh, man. What if this is counterfeit? You start getting in your own head. Am I going to be bamboozled? How do I prove it? So I remember after I'm like, dude, I'm such a big Seahawks fan. I would love to just get a picture with you as well. He's like, yeah, no problem. I took the picture. My wife's like, Do you even know, like, he was like a barely known dude that played for the Seahawks, but like he had a connection to be able to get tickets and all that kind of stuff. And she's like, do you even like, are you a big fan? I'm like, no, I just wanted proof that if anything weird happened, I have proof of a picture of the guy. I'm like,
this is the guy that gave. Well, there was that soccer match, I think in England or somewhere, where recently, like, they had almost a riot because of all the fake tickets that people were trying to get in with.
Yeah, because remember that Super Bowl was the one where all of a sudden all those like secondary or third party event, like all those, like even like the reputable ones ended up selling more tickets than they actually had, and then the tickets became like revoked and all. It was a mess that Super Bowl, like where people who bought tickets ahead of time from like the stub hubs of the world and got a message saying, "Hey, we don't have the tickets for you. I'm sorry," and then the price is like through the roof.
Oh,
so I was like in that mindset, like I'm going to show up and these are just counterfeit. And I remember even like going online and Googling like how to tell if these are counterfeit tickets. And, like,
good call.
When he gave it to me, I'm like checking. I'm like, oh, it's got the thing that says that it's 100% sure it's not counterfeit.
Yeah, because that's what I put on my counterfeit ticket for you.
Right, I know, dude. Like, the whole thing.
This is legit.
Sometimes you have blind faith and you just hope for the best.
Yeah. You just see there, just a little printed in crayon. This is legitimate.
And then when you're standing outside the Vegas Golden Knights with the new hat on and you don't get in.
Well, you got to bring in bold stuff.
Because that wasn't even counterfeit.
No,
That's the sad thing about that, right?
It was just somebody who doesn't know how to work ticket systems.
Oh.
What are you talking about? I bottomed through the most reputable known second party or whatever they're called.
Danny and I did
resale.
Danny and I did a little research.
Only to find out that they're not the official sponsor though of the NHL, even though like they're the official sponsor of every other sporting event.
We talked to children that were like just giving tickets away to that game. They were just like passing them out. They were like, "What do you mean you can't get in? Anybody can get into this game. Here you go."
Yeah, everybody but us.
Yeah, we had to go watch it at the bar.
And they refunded us the money. It's not like as if they stole our money. They just said, "Hey."
Yeah.
We don't have tickets for you, even though their slogan was like 100% guarantee on tickets.
Except when it's not.
Yeah. What does 100% guarantee mean? Oh, we're guaranteed to talk to you about how you don't have tickets.
And I was like, what do you mean we don't have the tickets? And the guy's like, we don't have, sorry, sir. It turns out that we don't have those tickets. And I'm like, you have a 100% guarantee, except for these instances, sir. I'm like, well, then that means it's not 100%.
You know, the math doesn't work, does it? He's like, yeah, well, what do you want from me? I never went to school.
60% of the time it works, 100% of the time.
It was Sex Panther tickets.
Yeah.
That I got them from. I was just
Congratulations.
I'm like, what? I just bought a hat and a T-shirt, Danny.
I remember that Danny's been in therapy ever since because that was the one thing that you promised, and it
he
broke
wasn't
his heart.
even with us.
I know, it broke his heart
about it.
Broke his heart.
It broke my heart. I did.
Yeah.
I wanted to hear that story of the Vegas Golden Knights.
Yeah.
And then I'm watching the game at the bar with BJ, cheering on the New York Rangers every time they scored while wearing Vegas Golden Knights gear.
He was so pissed off. It was great. It was a great moment.
I remember the waiter looking at me like, why are you so happy to see the team that you're repping lose?
Well,
not like it was their fault, but
but it was that night. That night it was.
Yeah,
that started my hatred for the Vegas Golden Knights.
Yeah,
fair enough. Yeah,
and now you can legitimately hate them.
Right now, I don't feel so bad burning that shirt and hat.
Wow,
it did escalate, but you know what? You get to pick the topic, don't you? Yeah, you even get to guide the show. Why? Because it is Listeners on the Loose. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. We got more of your calls, more of your texts at 933 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. It's Listeners on the Loose. You pick the topic, you guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
Oh, now we have a couple things about movies and TV shows that people are excited about. Actually, more movies, come to think of it. One's based on a TV show. Someone said, did you see the new Rob Zombie trailer for The Munsters? It looks awesome.
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh,
it looks good.
Awesome.
Oh, I got to check that out. I didn't watch that trailer. I watched the, well, you're probably going to talk about it.
The other one's Black Adam.
That's the one I saw.
Yeah. Black Adam looks amazing, first of all.
Yeah, well, of course it is.
I was
for
like,
you.
have you seen it? I watched it. I'm like, sold.
Yeah. Oh, of course it is. It's got your boy in there.
The Rock, and he's just effing people up.
Yeah, he seems like a bad guy.
I see him more as a good guy that just takes no crap.
Yeah. Literally takes no crap like you did.
Yeah, I know. That's the best part. What was the line that they had? Like,
what superheroes don't kill.
He's
Yeah.
like, I do. And I'm like, you're damn right you do. It doesn't matter what they think.
Yeah, but I haven't seen the Monsters trailer, so I'll have to check that out.
It's just a teaser right now. It's not like a full on like what's going to happen in it, but it looks awesome.
It's just the music, the Munsters music, and then all of a sudden the characters start coming out, the Munsters characters, and they look really good.
God, that guy looks just like Fred Gwynn.
Right, and so
Nuts.
does the who plays? Is it the uncle? Who's the other guy?
Grandpa.
Grandpa.
Yeah, Grandpa.
Oh my God! And whoever's just playing, the Yvonne DiCarlo role, Lily, she looks amazing.
And the guy who plays the grandpa also looks great.
Well, isn't it Sherry Moon?
Yep. Sherry Moon Zombie.
Oh wow,
It's his wife.
She does a great job. Yeah, that guy looks like the old Al Lewis. Al Lewis was the dude that played
Grandpa Al.
Yeah,
He used to be on the Howard Stern show when I was growing up as a kid.
yeah. Oh man,
And then it
dude.
switches to color. That's the only thing. I think I would have liked, I don't know, I think I would have been more of a fan of it if they just stayed in black and white.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how it goes. I was such a big fan of that. Was one show when I was a kid. I just used to watch all the time.
The syndication of it.
Yeah, and it was so old timey, but it just hit with me, and especially because when I first saw it, I thought it was like something to do with the Addams Family, and I was such a big Addams Family fan that it was like, oh, this is so cool, and then it was just kind of like funny humor, and I'm excited to see how it comes out.
And this is Rob Zombie, and it's a PG show, so it's not like he's making a dark Munsters. Like,
Right.
so this is Rob Zombie, who typically does horror films. He's obviously Rob Zombie, the rock star.
Yep.
He's doing something fun and campy.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm excited to see what he does with it because that is my childhood. I grew up watching the Munsters as a little kid, and I had a friend of mine, unfortunately, who looked just like Eddie Munster, and everybody called him Eddie Munster.
poor guy.
He hated it. And if you don't know, Eddie Munster's like the little wolf boy looking kid from the show.
Did he have the widow's peak and
He
everything?
did. That's why. I mean, and he had that look, and he had dark hair, and he was, he looked a little hairy too. He was the one that he hit puberty before everybody else, so he really was little Eddie Munster.
Speaking of which, too, and just a side note, Netflix just dropped a teaser for the new Wednesday Tim Burton
I saw
adaptation
that.
of the Addams Family yesterday.
Weird.
And that looks cool too. I texted Rev this morning. I was like, "It's a creepy Wednesday."
Yeah, she looks, but she
Makes sense they drop it on a Wednesday.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, right?
And she looks, it's just like she looks like she reminds me of Christina Ricci a little bit.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how they use Christina Ricci because she's going to be in it. To
Oh,
some
she is?
extent. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. She's not like a main character, but I think she's making cameos, and it kind of seems like Tim Burton's like return to form with like kind of the creepy, like dark type of thing. So,
Well, I'm interested to see that too because the Addams Family, the Addams Family to me, it was a comedy, but for some reason it just seemed more serious than the Munsters.
oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
it definitely was.
Yeah.
But the Munsters feels more timeless.
Yes.
Like Danny was a fan, I was a fan, you were a fan. I think that I think Rob Zombie's version is going to bring in some new fans.
And of course, it's got the greatest intro ever, which Fall Out Boy. I love Uma Thurman because they sampled that Munsters
That's
theme.
the one thing that is a knock against it.
Oh, I love that theme. I love that. That was the coolest theme ever.
It is, but I didn't need to hear it in a stupid pop punk song.
Well,
That's true.
look,
Wow.
you don't like pop punk. That's why.
I forgot Danny's still in the room.
I can't help it if you don't like good stuff. So anyway, So do we know when the Munsters is happening?
It just says
Sometime.
soon. Yeah.
Sometime soon, and we know Black Adam is in October. I think that's when I saw that's coming
Yes,
out.
I believe so, because I was thinking, what a great birthday gift for me.
Oh,
right on. Yeah,
Well,
right.
That saves us a lot of trouble, doesn't it? Well, you know what? Just give him a bow. Give him a bow and go, don't forget your movie. I'm not going to
I'll
get
get
your
you
ticket.
one movie ticket.
I'm not even going to do that. I'm just going to give him the bow and just remind him. A little reminder. Don't forget. Black Adam is out this week or something.
I hate the transition of food talk, but a lot of texts are about food. So movies and food, that's almost like they know us.
Yes,
Right?
Today I saw on you guys' Facebook that they're coming out with a strawberry frosty. So what I want to know is, what is the best of the Neapolitan flavors? Chocolate, vanilla, or strawberry? This goes for ice cream, shakes, and frosties.
Well, I know that Vicky calls me this all the time, but you know what? Vanilla is the ball.
I'm going to go with you on that one.
I don't have a straight answer for all of them across
Give me
the board.
a crooked one, you
fair.
criminal.
Well, first of all, I love the Neapolitan because it's like the shocker, which is always the funniest thing.
Yeah.
That one meme is one of the funniest things ever.
It's a great meme.
So on ice cream, I always lean towards vanilla.
Yeah.
But on a frosty, I'm all about the chocolate.
You know, it's funny.
The vanilla's not that good, in my opinion, as a frosty.
Lily's the one that turned me on to the vanilla because she doesn't like any kind of chocolate right now. So she was like, Dad, you need to try the vanilla. And so we'd always get the vanilla frosty, and it grew on me to the point of where I don't really get the chocolate one anymore.
So-
Maybe I haven't had it enough. And then
Wow.
on a shake, I'm all about strawberry.
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah, you are kind of a weirdo.
What? No, that's exactly how I am, too. I'm not a weirdo. I'm perfectly normal.
I feel like you're both
Rev,
club
I don't
weird.
know if you and I together saying we're normal is the right thing, but I'll go with it for this one.
Thank you.
Yeah.
See, I'm a sucker when it comes to ice cream. For soft serve, it has to be vanilla.
Yes.
Always.
Agreed.
But regular ice cream, it definitely, and milkshake strawberry all the way, especially if they have the strawberry chunks.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, that is so good.
I should bite down on them a little too aggressively, and it's like I get that cold feeling all the time.
Oh, yeah.
It's got it.
Stop being aggressive with your ice cream.
Well,
Steve.
I get so excited.
I'm willing to try a strawberry frosty, and I haven't had a vanilla frosty because everybody says how chocolate is so much better.
And it's not bad, but like as a guy who's not typically a chocolate guy, but for some reason that chocolate frosty's next level. And then when I tried the vanilla, I was like, oh, I kind of wasted my calories on something that's not nearly as awesome.
I wonder what they put in it because that
meth.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what it is.
Whoa.
Okay, fair enough.
Meth chocolate.
And now, Danny, you're a Dairy Queen guy, so what do you think comparison? Because I think there's to me still nothing better than Dairy Queen soft serve vanilla. And do you think the frosty is on that level of Dairy Queen vanilla?
Two different things. But I will still do the vanilla soft serve at Dairy Queen as well. We did the swirl at the one I worked at, so it's like but we didn't do just like plain chocolate. And for some reason, I just wasn't a big fan. So it was just the vanilla soft serve at Dairy Queen.
Oh.
But to me, it's like if I'm gonna I could be Steve and just do one of each. I could do like a frosty and a vanilla ice cream from Dairy Queen, and I would be completely happy because they're two different things to me almost.
A frosty is like its own thing.
Yeah,
I don't know
weird.
how to explain it, but it just has its own taste, its own consistency. Everything about it's just different. It's not soft serve.
Yeah.
All right. I know you guys go to the store. I don't know if you've ever had this, but have you had the ice cream at Costco?
Oh, yeah.
No, but I always want to.
So that means
is it ice cream or yogurt? I can't remember.
It used to be yogurt. It is now ice cream.
Oh, I've never tried it then.
Whenever I go, especially with the little brother, we both get our own.
They stopped the yogurt at Costco. Now it's full-blown ice cream.
Oh, it's so good. It is a staple. It
looks great.
It is fantastic. And they do have like a strawberry and a chocolate one. I always just get the plain vanilla, and it is so good. You get a whole cup worth. Yeah, I have a 3-year-old brother. We each get our own. We don't share.
I don't share with them either.
No.
Like, my wife, I thought it was weird when we stopped at Annie Ann's after going to Safari Land or whatever the hell that place is in the Auburn Super Mall thingy, whatever that,
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, let's get some pretzels. And I was getting the pretzel nuggets. I'm like, okay, I'll get Tatum one. I'll get myself one. And she's like, we could just share it. I'm like,
No.
I mean, yeah, if you don't want your child to have any, sure.
Especially at that age, usually the 2-year-olds, they like to drool all over it, and it's like, I don't want a soggy pretzel.
I hadn't thought about that.
Or
That's why the pretzel nuggets are the way to go. You just give them the little nugget.
There you go. Here's your nugget, and don't get anywhere near my food.
It's always when their hands are the dirtiest when they want to touch the food you want to eat.
So true.
Like my little brother would feed me. I'm like, you were just picking your nose and you were playing in the dirt and you want to put this in my mouth? No.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Which is pretty much every time.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're always dirty. That's why, I'm telling you, you really just leave the children at home and just go have fun.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
I don't need a child involved with my pretzel consumption.
So Strawberry Wendy's is going to be available. Yay, America. They started in Canada last year, but now we got them. Oh, I definitely would try it. Can you do swirls? Can they do a frosty swirl?
I don't think they do.
Oh, come on, America.
I'm sure if you sweet talk them enough, they could probably do something.
I'd like just a little bit of strawberry with my vanilla. I think that would be awesome. Because I'm, me, I do my own mixology when it comes to sodas and everything.
I bet if you said, hey, can you just squirt a little strawberry in that, like midway through?
I feel like that's a Def Leppard song. I don't know.
Squirt some strawberry in it. Have it in my frosty.
It's on the Wendy's secret menu.
Okay.
So when I heard they're getting rid of the vanilla so they got the strawberry, why can't they have all three? Is it a machine problem, maybe?
It's probably they have like the dual machine and to like replace all of them would just cost too much money.
Yeah, so you're right, Steve. The vanilla is out. Oh, that's a bummer. I didn't even realize that. Now I'm really pissed at strawberry.
Yeah, it'll come back.
Yeah,
it's not the point.
Yeah, when they get rid of time. Yeah, when they get rid of the strawberry, what the hell?
Yeah, but then what if you like strawberry? This is not fair. They got to figure this out.
Here's the thing. You buy a strawberry frosty now, stick it in the freezer, wait until they come back with the vanilla, get the vanilla, and then there you go.
You know what?
Go over to Rev's house, you open up his freezer, he's got like 30 vanilla frosties. You're like, what the hell are you
That's
doing?
what I'm hoarding during the end times.
Yeah, he's going to be a serial killer with frosties in the freezer.
With one bite taken out of each.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know about this guy.
I'm savoring it.
I mean, but then he could eventually do a Neapolitan frosty situation. If you save them in the freezer.
Yeah, then I'm going to sell them for profit.
Okay, these are all...
Some people need baby formula.
Yeah.
Some people need Frosties.
He's waiting for that time. The vanilla Frosty shortage is coming.
It's kind of a niche market.
You can make vanilla Frosties out of baby formula. Forget about it.
Oh, jeez.
It's like you're printing money.
Wow.
No?
I'm going to get back. I'm going to let you guys go in on this venture all your own. And good luck to all of you. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. It's listeners on the loose. You pick the topic. You guide the show.
Keep with the food theme. So I want to know, what is the best frozen pizza brand?
Oh, wow. I haven't had frozen pizza in ages.
I mean, my first knee-jerk reaction is Mr. P's Pizza.
What? Mr. P's Pizza?
I've never even heard of that.
Oh, my gosh. It's the most, low-budget pizza that you get. It was $1 for one. I think they always would, you could get 10 of them for $10, and I would get 10 of them, and that would be, breakfast, lunch, and dinner when I was broke.
Oh, wow.
They're small, but I don't know, man. It's completely, it's nothing special. No fine dining, but it was a personal-sized pizza, and it was thin, and so the crust would get nice and burnt, and there's something about it that was delicious.
Wow.
Mr. P's was and their pepperoni wasn't even a little pepperoni, it was little chunks of little squares of pepperoni. Yeah. It was totally meant for a child.
Yeah.
Or a broke, just got out of college, moved to Seattle person like myself.
I'm going to have to go with the Screamin' Sicilian, which is also Steve's nickname. Whatever.
That's what I called the ladies that were with me.
The Holy Pepperoni. Have you guys seen these in the stores?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I know.
They're so good.
Really?
So good. It's they're a little pricey. I think $10, $11.
So what's the name of the brand?
Screamin' Sicilian.
Oh, it is. Okay. And Holy Pepperoni is what you got to get?
I get the pepperoni.
Pepperoni.
There's also the Mother of Meat.
Oh, okay.
Mother of meat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, then.
That's what they call me. No.
Yeah. Wow. There you are.
Okay, then.
I've got one that's actually, I don't get frozen pizzas that often, except one brand, and it's whenever we're feeling, we don't want to cook or anything. Open Nature has cauliflower crust pizzas that are amazing.
Really?
Yeah, we get them at Safeway, and it's the only frozen pizza I will ever get, and they are fantastic.
Do you do them on the Traeger?
No.
Oh.
I'm going
Open
to now.
Nature. Okay.
Yeah. They've got a really good uncured bacon one, and then the wife likes the margarita pizza they got.
Now, do you know if the cauliflower is actually lower in carbs than the regular?
No, I don't pay attention to that.
Okay, good luck to you.
Probably not.
Well, how'd you get started on the cauliflower then? Did you think it was low carb?
It's just because it's more vegetables as opposed to dough.
I see what you mean.
So, it's probably not, technically better, but at least I'm eating vegetables.
That's a good point.
I think it's called Amy's. It's a vegan pizza. But
Amy's is good.
Yeah, and they use caramelized onions.
Oh, nice.
Are you thinking Amy's or Annie's? There's two different ones, I think.
I know about Amy's.
I think it's Amy's. I could be wrong.
Annie's does have boxed macaroni and cheese, if I'm not mistaken. I do remember that.
I think they have the individual pizzas too, but they're
Do
both
they really?
delicious.
Annie does?
Yeah.
I didn't know Annie got in the pizza business.
I had one of those, and I was real skeptical about it, and I had them this is delicious. And then, of course, you can't go wrong with DiGiorno's.
DiGiorno's always good.
See, no love for Red Baron? That was my childhood.
I don't think I've ever had a Red Baron.
Well, we'd always get the
those
little
itty bitty ones.
The bitty ones that had a weird little reflective plate that went in the microwave.
Yeah.
I had some recently.
Oh, yes, I've had
so
those.
Good.
Oh, yeah. I think they're still around, Red Baron.
Oh, yeah. Probably in your freezer section.
Yeah.
And Tombstone. Tombstone's always a good.
I just like the commercials.
Oh, they were so great.
What do you want on your tombstone? Cheese and pepperoni, please.
It just sucked because as soon as it was done and ready to go, you just knew there was I'm hungry, but do I like the roof of my mouth? It's I think I have to wait 30 minutes.
Okay, but I've made the mistake with many a pizza, not just frozen as well before.
True.
All right, we have to answer a big question. Now that we've worked out the frozen pizza situation, we now have to ask this. What do Ryan Castle and Velveeta have in common? Well, I'm going to tell you at 9:50 on The Rock.
And now, the Ryan Castle question of the day.
What do Ryan Castle and Velveeta have in common?
Not actually cheese.
No. Ryan Castle, we found out, is not actually cheese. I was disappointed.
I am not cheese.
Well, according to Texas, both are cheesy, though.
Yeah, they...
There you go.
Steve puts
Waka.
Steve puts both on his chili.
Yeah, he does.
And both have dribbled on Steve's chin in the theater.
Oh!
I haven't been with you.
Oh, I guess if you have nachos in the theater. Yeah.
I do like nachos in the theater.
Yeah, when was the last time Ryan Castle dribbled? Now, Velveeta has launched a new cheese-scented nail polish, Danny. Woo! Go for it, Danny.
Is it orange?
It better be. It's Velveeta.
I've always wanted my fingers to smell like cheese when I pick my nose. That's amazing.
Fair. Look at you.
I believe the color is not from this earth yellow.
Yes. It's Velveeta Pinkies Out Polish. And yes, it includes a cheese-scented red and yellow nail polish duo for $15.
Oh, that sounds fancy.
We've gone too far.
Yeah, it does smell just like Velveeta. It wasn't made with Velveeta. It just smells like Velveeta.
So you can't eat it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can huff it.
Oh, great. Well, that's what's important.
Or when you're drunk enough, you have a little finger snack.
Okay. Ryan Castle, he's got a finger snack. 12 of them, as a matter of fact. That's next.
BJ and Migs play of the day.
If Steve shows up at a Rolls, they're going to go, Steve, I know you were doing good, but man, you're doing Rolls good
if
now?
Steve showed up in a Rolls, first thing I would ask is for some Grey Poupon because I know he'd have it.
Where's the tray in the back seat?
I feel like if somebody went up to Steve and said, Steve, I know you're a regular guy and you're not a car guy, but let me just show you a car that I think works for you. And then they show you the Rolls, and you're like, God, that is cool.
I mean, you guys would think I found it on some knockoff website.
Yeah.
And it's not really a Rolls Royce. It's like a Balls voice or something like that. Yeah.
BJ and Migs mornings on The Rock 99.9 KISW.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. How do I figure out who my creditors are?
People a lot of times have had a long time of not having good credit and having collections, and so they're concerned that you may be concerned that you won't be able to find all your creditors if you file bankruptcy. How will I know which collection agency has my credit card bill from 10 years ago now? And that's something that's hard to keep track of because credit collection agencies transfer your debts all over the place. But we will pull all your credit bureaus, and by getting all three of your credit bureaus, we'll be able to tell who has your credit and debt now, which collection agencies have had it in the past, and we'll make sure that we file all your creditors when we file your bankruptcy so that nothing slips through the cracks.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.
Wendy's Pretzel Bacon Pub Cheeseburger is back. A flavor spectacle of pretzel proportion. Featuring applewood smoked bacon and hot and juicy beef. It puts beer cheese on top of Munster cheese and a pretzel bun on top of all that. Simply put, Wendy's Pretzel Pub puts the EAT in greatness. Try one today and see for yourself. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's Pretzel Bacon Pub Cheeseburger.
For a limited time only at participating Wendy's.